Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a reading for February 2023, looking at your recent past, current energy, and immediate future. I want to apologize for this glare. It's been a whole thing. I'm doing my readings later in the day today. I don't have blinds, so I have a blanket hanging there right now, but obviously it's not covering a lot, but the sun should go down soon. In this reading, we're looking at your recent past, current energy, immediate future. I have the overall energy for the reading. We'll dive into tarot. We'll do it all. The one thing I want to mention is that if you are interested in the extended reading for this reading or on booking a personal reading with me, any information on that's in the description box below. Okay, I feel like you guys are going to need to bear with me because these messages feel all over the place, so I'm interested to see how they all connect. In your recent past, you have believe in your good luck with the 10 of Wands. Right now, you're carrying some sort of a burden when it comes to, like, something coming to fruition for you. And I know this is your recent past, but I feel like you're still dealing with it because I feel like this could be a financial burden. It could be about a love relationship. I'm not quite sure, but I do feel like this is like some sort of a burden that you're carrying in terms of like you feel like you can't catch a breath almost in a way. In your current energy, you have keep your heart open with the Fool. This energy I'm really seeing is like, don't doubt what you're trying to manifest, because it's not that it's not happening, it's that it's not happening yet. And it's not happening yet because of divine timing. I swear, if that gets in my eyes, I'm going to be very upset. Son and I have had a fight this evening. And so what I'm saying is like a new beginning is coming for you, and you need to be, but in order for you to have it, you've got to be a little bit more open to it, because your immediate future is attuned to the divine with the 5 of Cups in reverse. So your immediate future is focusing on the divine energy as opposed to emotional energy. If we focus too much on our emotional energy, we'll start to believe our emotions instead of, holding on to a higher level truth. Now, the overall energy for this reading is the Philosopher's Stone with sever vows of poverty. This message is pretty freaking cool. I'm going to read actually this Philosopher's Stone, a little bit from it. It says, the quote for it is from the Socratic Paradox, but it says, I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. Right? The more you learn on this journey, the more you realize you don't know anything. And it says, this card is here to help you appreciate the wisdom that exists in knowing nothing. And yet, much like the Fool card of the Major Arcana, you have access to all information. Soften into this present moment, and from this space, you will find the silence to unlock your intuitive gifts. Here is the path to get there. The Philosopher's Stone is a concept and material that is used to alchemize various forms of matter into higher vibrational tools. Today, you are recognizing yourself as this tool, an instrument for spiritual sustenance. So the way that I read this is that right now is about realizing that you have no idea what your future holds, what's possible for you, what you have to experience in this life, and then realizing that you have so much beauty in that there is so much beauty in that, and there's a lot to be excited about in that. And then the Sever Vows of Poverty card says, Dear one, there is no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously, in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. So the way that I'm seeing this card is, there is a level of you that believes that your path has to include suffering. It has to be a challenge. There's a level of you that feels like you have to sacrifice or suffer to receive what it is you deserve. And then you've got to understand that just because you don't know what your future holds, just because you don't know how things are going to come to fruition, that doesn't mean it's going to be bad. Everyone gets, especially, and I fell into this too when I first kind of realized I had these psychic gifts, if you will. I jumped into trying to constantly predict the future. Okay, great. Now I can always know what's coming, so I can always be prepared for it. And that got me really, really lost on my path. And so what I've learned over time is this is actually about embracing the fact that I don't need to know what's coming, because all I need to know is that the universe has my back and that I don't have to suffer to have what it is that I want and deserve in this life. And so I really, when that message came through, I thought that was so freaking cool. And I feel like this burden you've been carrying is this idea that every good comes with a sacrifice. Like everything that you're trying to manifest in your life, you have to sacrifice for it. And that's just not the case. All right, recent past for Aquarius, clarifying believe in your good luck with the 10 of Wands. Reset past for Aquarius, clarifying, believe in your good luck with the Ten of Wands. I fell into this idea on my path that sacrificing was the only way to find the truth, or to find the emotional, spiritual freedom that I was searching for. And then I've learned since then that that's actually just my belief that I don't deserve anything that manifested that into reality. Ace of Swords with the Knight of Wands. This is about, I feel like you've taken either a leap of faith towards something, or you want to take a leap of faith towards something. Understand that you have a lot to learn before whatever it is that you're wanting can come to fruition, but that's the beauty of it. They talk about how manifestation makes it look like it happens overnight, and it's not because it does happen overnight. It's because the actual material manifestation of it can happen overnight. But the process of getting there, the inner journey that happens between then and, and things actually come to fruition, the fool's journey, if you will, that process is so powerful and it takes that's what takes up the majority of the time. Remember, it's as above, so below, as within, so without. So the majority of a manifestation journey happens within you. So when we focus too much on the material world, we're saying, oh, our material circumstances aren't yet there, are not there yet, I don't have what I want in the material world. Well, that's us focusing on the material instead of focusing on the fact that it's like, oh, my material world isn't there yet because I'm not quite in alignment yet within. So your recent past was a lot of dealing with this burden of feeling like whatever it was that you were wanting, this new beginning, ultimately, that it was never going to come to fruition. When in reality, that's just not the case. All right, recent past for Aquarius. Recent past for Aquarius. The sun's finally going down. I like this. What you're ultimately searching for is to feel like everything is in balance. You want to feel like what you give energy to gives energy back to you. That's ultimately our goal, right? Is to feel like we're in a reciprocal relationship with the universe. Now, the star in reverse here is saying that there's a little bit of healing that needs to be done around that. Because, there's this level here of you feeling like it has to be a challenge. Like it has to be hard. And I feel like there's a level of not fully trusting the universe to get you there in due time. So I like that, but I also feel like, that's this burden that you're carrying because you have believe in your good luck, which to me is a card about just trusting that you deserve to be a magnet for good things, but you have to believe that in order to see that. Recent past for Aquarius. Oh wait, Five of Cups in reverse. You're focused on what you've lost. You have been, and you obviously are in your immediate future. Same Five of Cups as you have right there. You're focused on what's gone, what's been in your past, because your recent past was a lot of dwelling on your past. Understand that your past happened to get you here. Therefore, you can have the faith that it happened for the better, right? Right now, in your current energy with this keep your heart open in the Fool, it's the idea that you've got to let go of this idea that you've lost anything at all. This idea that what is meant for you has passed you. Again, that's just not the case. Now, these are belief systems that we obtain through, our experiences. So of course you believe that because this is what you've experienced. But there's this level to tap into, this higher level, looking at the bigger picture and saying, okay, well, why did my past happen? What did I need to learn from it to get me here today? That's why you have this keep your heart open in your immediate future. Now, your recent past with the Five Cups in reverse was a lot of working through that potential, just kind of sadness. Disappointment could be another level of that. And disappointment is such a major freaking thing in this journey, because we have to learn that our disappointment is only there because it was rooted in our expectation, when in reality we don't need to expect anything at all, and we can trust that the universe is always providing us with what we want and need, even if we can't see it at the time. Okay, current energy for Aquarius, clarifying, keep your heart open with the Fool. Current energy for Aquarius. This need to step out of your comfort zone. I feel like something happened, some sort of a loss occurred that pulled you right back into your comfort zone. Um, and I understand that. I really, really do. But that's why you have to keep your heart open. The universe is really asking you to have some faith here that everything is happening for your highest good. And I know that I just feel like it doesn't feel like that because there's a level of you that believes that you have to suffer. I don't know if that's a level of like guilt, like self-guilt or self-blame or something, but there's a level of you that feels like you have to suffer, or that like you've experienced so much suffering that at this point you're like, well, that's just part of my life. Like that's just what I have to expect. But then you have to go back to remember the basics of the law of attraction is what you expect is what you manifest, it's what you attract. So take a couple steps backward, figure out how to kind of heal from what you've been going through, the heal from this disappointment so that you can create, better expectations in its place. Because I feel like there's this need to kind of step out of your comfort zone here. Current energy for Aquarius. Current energy for Aquarius, please. I think the sun is finally going down. It's driving me crazy. I shouldn't be mad at the sun. I'm going to re-pull this just in case because it is the sun card. Because then you have the death in reverse. It's like the sun is ending. That's funny. Okay, current energy. Let me keep my focus here. Current energy for Aquarius, clarifying, keep your heart open and the Fool. You're in kind of a waiting period right now. It's not that it's not happening, it's that it's not happening yet. There's the Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. You've got to be a little bit more hopeful. Right now, I feel like you're experiencing a lot of lack of faith here. See, if the Ten of Pentacles is showing up in your reading, it means that it's absolutely possible for you. That's that long-term stability. I just feel like you're having a really hard time hoping for better days, Aquarius. And maybe that's because you've never experienced better days, right? Or because recently you just have not experienced better days. Or maybe you're watching all these tarot readings that say better days are coming, you're the best year of your life, the best month ever. And you're expecting big dramatic changes to your world. And that's just not the case. You have to remember that. I feel like I've said that's just not the case like a million times in this reading, but you have to remember that your happiness, it comes from within. It doesn't come from your circumstances. You've got to find that happiness and that faith today so that you can create the circumstances that follow, as above, so below, as within, so without. So this is about really tapping into having a little bit more hope about your long-term stability, about whatever that is for you, finances, um, a love situation, I'm not sure. Whatever the case is, there's a need to tap into having a little bit more hope. You deserve to have hope. Now, make sure you choose hope not rooted in expectation, because if you have expectations, you'll typically be disappointed. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't expect good things. It's that you shouldn't expect anything specific. That's hard. It really is. It's hard to do, but it's pretty important. I feel like for your current energy is having hope, having a little bit more faith, and that I feel like that is really out of your comfort zone. Is because like, why would I have faith if I've experienced so much disappointment? I get that question, but that's the whole thing, right? Is learning how to have faith regardless of the disappointment, and understanding that a lot of times our expectations are rooted in limiting beliefs that we have about ourselves and our life, and that the universe is trying to provide you with so much better, so many better circumstances for yourself, but you feel like the circumstances that you want are as good as it gets. And so that's why you've got to let go of your expectation and tap into that hope. Current energy here for Aquarius. It's not easy, but it is necessary if you want to find that peace of mind. One of my favorite quotes is by Wayne Dyer. And it says, peace is the result of training your mind to process life as it is, as opposed to as you think it should be. Letting go of your expectations is the key to finding that freedom. And right now I feel like you expect not so good things for yourself. You either expect very specific good things or you expect not so good things. There's the King of Swords energy in reverse. Okay, so the King of Swords in reverse is a level of allowing your expectations allowing your circumstances to dictate how you think about your life. If we allow our expectations to be, why do I keep saying expectations? If you allow your circumstances, which I guess it's the expectation of our circumstances anyway, but if we allow those to be like the only truth and we hold on to this level of saying, if things don't work out exactly like this, then I'm never going to be happy. we're always going to be disappointed, because the universe doesn't, even though the outcome, the feeling that we're looking for, the love, the abundance, the financial situation that we're ultimately looking for, that's absolutely possible. The universe will give us whatever we want, but it just might not be on our terms. And that's something that we really have to let go of, is understanding that just because it doesn't work out the way that you think it will, or that you think it should, it doesn't mean it's not working out. It's this level of, just because it's not working out doesn't mean it's not working out. So the King of Swords in reverse is kind of a letting, and I feel like this is what you're needing to overcome right now, is don't let your circumstances trick you into believing that your life is bad, or that your life is going to be bad, because that's not the case. You've got to tap into a higher level perspective here. That's just not the case. That's just not the case. It's just not the case. God. Immediate future for Aquarius, clarifying, attuned to the divine with that same Five of Cups in reverse. It says letting go of disappointment. Immediate future for Aquarius. Remember, you don't know everything, and that's the beauty. You know nothing, right? The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. That's actually a very, when I first started my spiritual journey, I learned so much. And I was like, I know everything. I just unlocked the key to the universe. And yes, certainly to a certain extent, I understand how things work and how energies work. But I've learned since then that I actually know absolutely nothing. I know, the basics of how to interact with this world, how to learn from our experiences, but I don't know everything. I don't know how everything is going to play out. And I'm not going to pretend to. And that's brought me so much more peace in knowing that accepting the fact that I don't know how things are going to turn out is the beauty of life, because it's embracing the unknown and having that faith that I don't have to suffer. Things don't have to be difficult. Now, I've believed in the past that I had to suffer, so that's what I experienced in my circumstances, was suffering. But your beliefs are the root of your reality. So there's that need to kind of to shake some of those beliefs that you have. All right, immediate future for Aquarius. And that's why you have to heal your past, right? Because oftentimes we expect suffering because we've experienced it so much. But if we don't heal it, we expect it. Immediate future for Aquarius. You have a choice to make, Aquarius, in your immediate future. You can either choose disappointment or you can choose faith. And either one's going to manifest for you, because there's the Four of Wands. Either one's going to be the foundation, and you want to make sure you choose faith, I promise. Allow yourself to believe in best case scenarios. Now, that doesn't need to be specific. You don't need to be like, oh, wow, I'm going to win the lottery tomorrow. Or, oh, wow, the love of my life is going to show up at my doorstep. No, don't believe in the specifics. Believe in the possibility. Believe in the fact that the universe is always leading you to what you want, and that anything at any moment your life can change overnight. But it's not going to do that until you find gratitude. It's that idea of like, I'm grateful for where I'm at and I'm excited about what I want. You've got to find gratitude for where you're at today and be excited about your life today in order to create more things to be excited about. That's kind of the hardest, trickiest part. Immediate future for Aquarius. Have a little faith, Aquarius. Have a little faith. I really think that things are going to turn out better than you're expecting. Not exactly like you're hoping. Not exactly like you want, but like exactly like you want. Yeah, that makes sense. The Four of Wands, and again, upright. You want to build on a solid foundation here. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. You want to build on a solid foundation, and that solid foundation is going to be faith. This is really all about your faith. Faith is the whole point, right? I'm not talking about faith in a specific God. If you are religious, if you do believe in God, if you're not religious and you believe in spirit, if you're not religious but spiritual and you believe more in spirit than the divine, higher selves, whatever the case is, it doesn't matter. Just believe in it. Have faith in it. Have faith in yourself, because that's what ultimately matters. There's a level of you that believes that everything has to be hard, that you have to suffer through it, and you just don't. Aquarius, you just don't. You are allowed to be happy. If you are not living the life of your dreams, it's because a part of you does not believe it's possible. Immediate future for Aquarius. Last card for immediate future for Aquarius. So your immediate future is a lot about building that foundation. That's why you have attuned to the divine, letting go of that disappointment. And look at that. The Wheel of Fortune with the Nine of Cups. Positive changes and emotional wish fulfillment. Right there. Boom. But the thing is there's then right under that, you have the Seven of Swords. There's a lot hidden from you about this. So that's the thing. You're never going to know exactly how things are going to play out. You're never going to know exactly what it's going to look like. You don't know what that emotional wish fulfillment is, but just know that your emotional wishes are going to be fulfilled. Work through the fear of that not happening, face those fears, face the uncertainty, face it with faith, and understand that you have and you deserve good things. Find a personal truth. My personal truth is I'm a good person. I deserve good things. Therefore, I know the universe is always providing me with good things. That personal truth has brought me a lot of peace in really tough moments. And so find a personal truth and stick to it. Find something that brings you the faith that you're looking for, because I promise you, you have the ability to create the reality of your dreams, but you have to do it. It comes from you. You have to create it. It's not just going to show up at your doorstep. All right, Aquarius, I'm going to hop on over to the extended reading. I'm going to clarify these messages, dive a little bit deeper, pull an advice card from Spirit at the end. If you have any questions on the extended reading, or I'm booking a personal reading with me, the information's in the description box below. My mind just went blank there for a minute. That was really weird. Thank you guys, as always, for the support of my channel. It means the absolute world to me. I hope this reading helped someone out there and resonated, and I do hope to see you back in future readings. Bye, Aquarius.